And guys, what is going on? This is the Club of the Man 1993 back up here live again for my second live review tonight, third of the day because I reviewed 205 live earlier today. But we are here live now for my live review of NXT, the May 29th, 2019 edition, and the go-home show for NXT TakeOver 25 taking place this Saturday night on the WWE Network at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Of course, I'll get into this whole spew again in my review, my pre predictions, but I will not be able to watch this live on Saturday because I have to work. But I'll, of course, explain when I'm going to be doing watching it and reviewing it again Sunday. But yeah, we'll talk about then. So this is the go home show for that show. And I thought it was a good show. We had 3 matches. Well, 2 actual matches. One more so of like an angle that I thought was well done. Excuse me. And I thought it was done very well, giving someone else some surprise momentum also probably for after TakeOver, even though it really makes me question where we're going with the women's title picture now. Another good match with Kushida and just basically showing the promos for the most part throughout the show. So let's just get right into it, talk about this show and see what we got. So we open up with a rematch between Mia Yim and Bianca Belair, the EST of NXT. Still confused whether or not Bianca Belair is back to being a heel or not. Because again, I've always said they kind of turned her face when she was feuding with Shayna Baszler. But then she still is, ever since then, other than when she teamed up with Io Shirai and Kairi Sane, she's been facing baby faces ever since. And my thing is Bianca Belair, I thought they were starting to go somewhere with her character, a little bit of a different route with her character somewhat, whenever, she was feud with Shayna Baszler. My goal behind that match with Shayna at TakeOver Phoenix was to kind of establish some sympathy, establish a little bit more of a character of Bianca Belair. Because although Bianca's winning matches, the problem is I just see her as just a cocky heel who wins matches clean. Or just a cocky person who wins matches clean. She doesn't really do anything physically. She just talks to the mic. She doesn't work in the ring. And to me, that feels more like a baby face. So I'm still not quite sure what the dynamic is for Bianca Belair. Even though, of course, recently she did use her hair on the ropes to beat Mia Yim. But this match, of course, obviously these two came out a little more aggressive. There's some more heat between these two since, Bianca beat Mia last time with a roll-up and using her hair on the ropes to help her, get the pinfall victory. Of course, this had some good, back and forth, hard-hitting action. Again, just showing the athleticism between these two women. I thought it was a pretty good match for sure. And, of course, towards the end of the match, Mia Yim hits her finisher, Protect Your Neck, which pretty much looks exactly like Enzo Amore's Jaw Donzo finisher he had when he was, in the cruiserweight division. Bianca rolled out. We saw some good action. Of course, Bianca never really used the hair to her advantage, but Mia Yim used the hair to her advantage when she grabbed Bianca's hair, pulled her in for a second time, hit to protect your face and protect your neck. I'm sorry. And for the first time, besides, when she passed out at TakeOver Phoenix, when she tapped out at TakeOver New York, Bianca Belair has been pinned. Bianca Belair was pinned after a finisher was hit when Mia Yim beat Bianca Belair. So, of course, now wondering, where do these women go from here? Is Bianca Belair completely out of the title picture? Io Shirai is facing Shayna Baszler on Saturday, but again, I've had this speculation that there would, I for a few weeks now, well, since, the go-home show for TakeOver New York, I got a speculation that they're going to be building up Candice LeRae to be the one to dethrone Shayna Baszler. Because even last year I was saying I wanted to beat Dakota Kai based off their history, but now, of course, with Candice LeRae saying she was going to go through the roster and, beat people, she's done that somewhat so far, not as much as I thought she'd do. But now I'm starting to wonder again, is Candice going to be the one? Or, again, because Mia Yim getting a win over Bianca Belair is nothing to pass up on either. So is Mia getting the opportunity next? or is it going to be Candice? I don't know. But at some point, I think we will see Mia and Candice maybe collide at least to put, give Candice a bigger win. Because again, Candice has, picked up some wins, but she's not picked up like a big victory over like someone who's like getting the higher caliber in NXT in the women's division, like Mia Yim. Because Mia really took a step up again with that match she had against Shayna Baszler. She lost, but she took a step up. His feud with Bianca Belair on TV, just this win here, has given her some more momentum as well. So, yeah, very interesting to see where this women's title picture goes after TakeOver 25. So we had that. Of course, after that, we get a video package of Velveteen Dream and Tyler Breeze. Dream sent up a selfie stick saying he remembers Prince Pretty. We see footage of Tyler Breeze getting the news of his call-up at the Performance Center, which was on the episode of Breaking Ground. Of course, fortunately, didn't go well at all for Tyler Breeze. Dream says it was the last time he got a standing ovation. We see footage of Tyler on the main roster from his debut to comedy stuff with Fandango. Tyler says NXT has upgraded. Dream says NXT has upgraded. Breeze says he remembers being a stable of NXT, but Velveteen's Dream says that doesn't earn him a title shot. He reminds us the great Valu version of him has never held gold. Breeze says he's taking the spotlight back. So, of course, I'll get into my predictions as well for this match. Any of these matches with these promos, of course, or any of the matches at all for the preview, which I will save for them. We also see, just a brief little footage from last week with Io Shirai coming to Candice LeRae's, aid last week, taking out Shayna Baszler and a horsewoman with the kendo stick. And we can see a photo shoot earlier today when an interviewer asks if the champ has anything to say. She says that takeover to Genius of the Sky won't be allowed to use weapons, and she'll be all out of friends, while Shayna still has hers. And of course, I gotta also mention this also. Again, I thought Shayna Baszler was going to be staying in NXT to help, Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir out. But why haven't those two have had a match in a long time, though, either, I got to say. Yes, every time I do have a match, I say they need work. But not seeing them on TV at all, I'm like, okay, yeah. Although maybe are they not going to try to push them as much now that it looks like Sasha's not coming back anytime soon, and they're not going to be having the horsewoman match? I don't know. But, we'll see how that – we'll see if they have anything there. Of course, that's not the only time – we get hear from Io later. We'll get to that. We then had Kushida taking on 205 Live's Drew Gulak. And nice to see Drew getting another match here in NXT. And I do feel that, he's done a lot in 205 Live and keep him on 205 Live, of course, because they need him. But you can also, I feel like he's someone who could also, benefit also from getting some time in NXT as well, which I feel. Although what still kind of bothered me a little bit, though, is the fact that he came out, with his normal, character and whatnot. But then I'm thinking, okay, if they're doing this thing on 205 Live right now, where he's, posting these weird cryptic looking, things that are completely opposite of him on Instagram, then why are we still treating him with his regular character though? But I thought him and Kushida had a good match too, submission specialist machines and whatnot. This match didn't win with a submission though. Kushida won this with just a roll up when Kushida put his shoulders on the mat to roll up Gulak. Afterwards though, Gulak complains and calls Kushida a coward. So I don't know if this is set up for another match or so. It's not having to take her 25, but it'd be like a rematch or something like that between Kushida and Gulak. So that way Kushida can get Gulak to tap out, maybe. We'll wait and see. So we had that. We had Io Shirai being interviewed by Kathy Kelly backstage, which once again, I don't know if I said this before, but I heard a rumor now. I know at one point Kathy Kelly and apparently Finn Balor were dating. But apparently now Kathy Kelly and Velveteen Dream are dating. I heard a rumor. So, interesting little note there. I can't remember if I mentioned that or not. But she's interviewing Io Shirai, who says she doesn't need weapons or friends on Saturday. But then Candice LeRae comes in and thanks Io for helping her last week and tells her she'll have her back at TakeOver. So, okay, there's one person. She's going to get someone else to have her back at TakeOver unless if, Kairi Sane shows up or something. So So very interesting thing with Candice LeRae saying that, and once again, saying that thing about how I wanted to see Candice LeRae, maybe get involved in the women's title picture very soon. So I don't know what this is going to do. So again, very curious to see where the women's division goes. I keep saying this whole time. We did get a rundown. A rundown of the card again. Also get the brief promo of Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole. Then we have our main event. It was a match between the Forgotten Sons and Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. Wasn't too long of a match. There really wasn't too much action happening. It kind of fell. Well, I didn't say the match fell apart, but the story, the action, of course, just took a different turn. Whenever Jackson Riker kind of interfered into the match, he was kicked out. And as he's going back up the stage to be kicked out came the Street Profits, who beat down Jackson Riker. They came down and then started brawling with the other tag teams in the ring, causing, to end in a no contest. They continue to brawl, and then the Forgotten Sons are standing tall until Undisputed Era's Adam Cole and Roderick Strong came out and stand on the stage. And the Forgotten Sons get down to go attack them. But then Fish and O'Reilly, who are in the tag team ladder match, come out and attack next. And the rest of the Era get on attack. I thought maybe we'd see... Well, first I thought maybe we'd see Johnny Gargano and what's his face? Matt Riddle come down to, get involved in the action. And since they're, feuding with Undisputed Era as well right now. But then the rest of this segment was the Undisputed Era taking out the Forgotten Sons. Now, again, even though they're heels, Undisputed Era is well-liked. But of all teams, I didn't feel they should have been attacking the Forgotten Sons because they took out the Forgotten Sons, and then they attacked Jackson Riker a couple times with a ladder before posing up on top before Adam Cole gets the microphone pretty much, says that, he sits up and warns the teams and Gargano and Riddle that this is undisputed and whatnot. That, of course, they're going to be draped in gold and whatnot after Sunday. But I found it a strange thing. They, in my opinion, they should have been attacking a team like either the Street Profits or Lorcan and Burch. Why would they attack the Forgotten Sons? I was a little confused by why they went that route with this segment. But obviously, again, just showing that Undisputed Era has 3 matches. Now, of course, this is the first time since Undisputed Era has had 4 men involved in a pay-per-view. Actually. No, well, actually, no. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's this is the first time they've had all 4 men involved in the pay-per-view in 3 different matches. This is the first time Roderick Strong has had a singles match, I believe. When was the last time Roddy had a singles match? Maybe Takeover Chicago 1. I think Roddy had a singles match because he wasn't in the match at He wasn't in the match, any matches at TakeOver Brooklyn 3. He was in the War Games match team with Authors of Pain in 2017. I don't think he was at TakeOver Philly. No, he wasn't. And at TakeOver New Orleans, when he turned heel and joined Undisputed Era, he was teamed with Pete Dunne. So this is the first time Roddy's had a singles match in about 2 years. So, yeah, a long time coming for that. Of course, the Undisputed Era, of course, is going to be a big factor with my decisions for my predictions for the pre-predictions, which we will get to next. But first, of course, Tyler says best turn Stone Cold Steve Austin 97, heel turn Randy Orton 2013. Worst heel turn was Ryback 2013 and face turn Randy Orton 2017. He said, okay, but yeah, so I'll be back up here in a few minutes. Well, at around 11:30, I'd say, to do my preview predictions for NXT TakeOver 25. I'll give NXT this week an A-. Strong show. We'll talk about more in depth about the matches since they did most of the promos tonight. But I didn't want to spoil things for the pre-predictions video, so we'll do that around 11:30, guys. So stay tuned for that, guys. Once again, guys, leave thoughts down in the comment section below. NXT this week. Slap like my video. Subscribe or comment on my channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAirBody3. And guys, I'll see you guys around 11:30 for my takeover preview and predictions video. So until then, guys, and also make sure to check out my WrestleMania documentary as well down in the description box down below. And I'll see you guys in a few minutes for takeover predictions. Peace out, everybody.